Good morning, Dana and David. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Thanks for having us. I like your screenshot there.
Thank you so much. I just wish more people would practice what the Ku stick is all about. It's about going up to your worst enemy and showing you have confidence and saying, hey, look, we can all get along.
Amen.
I'm so proud of you for writing this book, the two of you. And the reason why is because I am so addicted to knowing what history is, because it helps us understand where we are in this place of history. And this book right here opens up my eyes and heart to a lot of things that were going wrong, but how does it lead up to where we are today?
Oh, boy. It leads up to where we are today. I will just give you one answer to that, because there are lots of different threads and roads that we can follow for different aspects of it. But the one that really burns me up the most is the racial strife that continues in America.
Yep.
And it was made so much worse, obviously, because of Jim Crow and the way that Black Americans were treated for 100 years in the United States of America. And the reason Jim Crow was allowed to happen is because of a Supreme Court decision that came directly from a massacre in Louisiana, the Colfax Massacre, during the 1872 gubernatorial election that we write about in this book.
How did you jump onto this story, the two of you? Was it because you're doing so much research about today and in your heart you said, let's go back and find something out?
Actually, it was a suggestion from Dan Abrams,
really,
who is an old friend and whom I've worked with before, who called and said, you really should look at this, and I began looking at it, and I thought, who would be the right person to tell this story to America, and as a longtime admirer of Dana's, and I reached out to her, and she was as startled as I was to know that this happened, and we knew nothing about it, and the impact that it had on America for 100 years, this one little election, and that's how it started, and that was the beginning of our journey.
Dana, you know how we always throw things underneath the carpet. I can't imagine where you even began to find this story, because I'm still startled by this story, wondering, why didn't my grandmother or my grandfather tell me of this? Why is it that it just suddenly stopped?
Well, we know the reason for that. And I didn't learn about it either in school. And the reason for that is because history was taught by the people who had the power to shape that history. And it was white America. And that's why. I mean, full stop. There's no way to sugarcoat it, nor should we sugarcoat it. And now, in much, much, much more modern times, recent times, thank goodness, as a society, we have tried to be better about having a more fulsome understanding of America. I mean, why was Juneteenth just made a federal holiday in 2021? Same answer. So we're doing better, and David and I hope that this book contributes to that.
David, with your connection now with someone that works at CNN, a beautiful journalist when it comes to really bringing the story out, do you find yourself putting this in moving pictures, as in a documentary?
We were just talking about that. It is such a compelling story, and again, I repeat, the parallels in many cases are word for word as what we're talking about today. I mean, literally, you had crowds in the street chanting, "Hang him, hang him." You had a contested election in which the means used to prevent people from voting are exactly the same as the claims being made. You had an assassination attempt on one of the candidates. You had one of the candidates claiming to be the most abused man in America. On and on and on. The parallels were astonishing. And what it led to, I mean, we're all asking, all Americans are asking today, where are we going? What's next? And this is the roadmap. Unless we change, unless we start doing things different, here is the violence, here is the Supreme Court making decisions that change the direction of the country.
The two of you are a voice. You're activators. You're giving us a story. 7 minutes is not enough time with you guys, but I'm just so blessed to have the honor to help share this book with those that are picking up and listening to this show. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
Thank you for being so excited about it. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
You guys be brilliant today, okay?
Thank you.